man, if this is good enough, then we'll just use this. But I want to make a tier list of all the GTA Talk radio stations. And I've got it all set up. So we're right over here with the tier list. We have the Grand Theft Audio. Audio? It is kind of Grand Theft Audio. Let's be honest. Okay, I'm going to stop that. Let's talk about it. Grand Theft Auto Talk Radio tier list. I have never seen this done before. I've seen a lot of GTA tier lists. I've seen a lot of tier lists with the radio stations, but I've never seen one that just takes the talk radio stations and definitively says which ones are the best ones. So if you guys have thoughts on this, throw them in the chat. I'm going to start with the 3D universe, and I'm not going to be super long-winded about this, but I do want to kind of dive into each of them. Also, I think I have them all. If I'm missing any of them, please let me know. We'll go down the list really quick. In the 3D universe from GTA 3, we're talking Chatterbox FM, host is Lazlow. In Vice City, we've got 2 channels, VCPR Pressing Issues and K-Chat. And then in San Andreas, we've got West Coast Talk Radio, which had multiple different shows on it. And then down here, I've got them in F tier because I'm going to move them all out of F tier. None of these are F tier. I'm going to say it now. 0 of these are F tier. They're comedy genius. It's just which ones are better. So I'm going to move them out of F tier. But here in the HD universe, we've got Blaine County Talk Radio. We've got West Coast Talk Radio. So north side of the map, south side of the map. And then from GTA 4, which really, let's be honest, the best talk radio stations were in GTA 4. I mean, let's just be straight up about that. So we're going to get into that in a minute. Integrity 2.0. You've got WKTT and you've got PLR. There are some other stations that take callers. That is not the bar for this. The bar for this is not if they take callers. The bar is it a talk radio station? If they're playing music, doesn't count. All right. So let's go one at a time. If I missed any of these, let me know because I'm going to make another video out of this and I want it to be right. So this on my research, this is it. Let's start 3D universe. Okay. Chatterbox FM, the OG, hosted by Lazlow FM. Hosted by Lazlow Jones. It's the first talk radio station in the series. It's great. This is back when Dan Hauser was still doing call-ins. I don't know if you all know that, but Dan Hauser plays a character or 2 on the radio. I love Chatterbox FM. Vinewood Public Access is completely and directly inspired by Chatterbox FM. So I'm going to go S tier until anyone can give me a reason not to go. I mean, it set the tone for the entire series as far as talk radio. I can't think of an argument why it's not the top tier. I mean, Chatterbox is where the fuck it's at. You know what? Just so we have room to talk, let's do it. Let's go A. We'll go A now just in case so we can move things around. Oh, McTannon in the chat. I don't have my live stream set up yet to make it fucking go off and have noises and buzzers and Sarah's or Saving Silverman clips and shit. So I'll do it myself. Coming in! Let's get amongst that. Oh shit. McTannon in the chat with no lies, everybody. Let's take it one at a time here. Let's keep going. McTannon, you are the other authority I'm seeing in this space on talk radio, my man. So I want to know what you're thinking on these, dude. So far, he's on board. Let's leave it in A for now so we've got room to grow, folks. So we don't want to hit the ceiling right out the bat. This is another tough one for me not to throw at the top. Vice City Public Radio Pressing Issues with Maurice Chavez. This is a great station. This is one of my favorites of all time as far as comedy audio things. I love Chatterbox FM for GTA. But VCPR, if you go back and listen to it, it kind of lives on its own outside of just Grand Theft Auto. Like when you play GTA 3 and you listen to Chatterbox FM, it sets you in Liberty City in a very real way. I feel like you could watch or listen to VCPR in any other context, and it's just funny. It's really well written. The characters are fascinating. And I'm saying that's what it is. As long as Blaine County doesn't drop below A, I'm happy, brother. Friend, brother, I don't think it's going to, because Danny McBride is a hero of mine. Absolutely. Jamie Hexam in the chat. I'm moving this week or else I'd be all over this live stream. Shout out to all of you lovelies, and shout out to Bastion's buddies. Looking forward to watching this later. Buddy, you're going to watch it later. I'm going to leave this up for a little bit, but only as long as it takes for me to cut this into a proper long form video, man. So yeah, check it out later before it disappears. So VCPR, Maurice Chavez is a great host. I think there are 3 different segments, like roundtables, because that whole show is roundtable discussion. I believe there are 3 different ones. The one with Pastor Richards is my favorite. That guy who plays Pastor Richards is amazing. That is my favorite. I'm putting this right up here with Chatterbox for me until we have a better reason, or it needs to go north or south. It's hard to beat. I honestly, when I was a kid, I used to have trouble going to sleep. I don't know about you. I would listen to the radio to go to sleep. And then once I found GTA, I honestly would turn on the game. I would go to the pause menu. I would go to where you could adjust the volume and listen to the radio without playing in the game proper, and fall asleep listening to VCPR on loop. Not even joking. So I've got VCPR printed in my brain, man. That's what it is. Okay. Also in that game, K-Chat is great. It's not as good as VCPR, and it's in the same game. So it is a tough sell for me to put this that high up, man. So K-Chat, which I do love, she's very funny, and there's some great callers. There is the hippy dippy character. I don't have all these off the top, and I don't have my notes. I will have them when I do my full video. But there's like a moonbeam. If you know it, shout it out. Something moon something. It's a really, really great call. Dan Hauser calls in to K-Chat as Freddy. Freddy needs a nanny. Do you guys know that Dan Hauser is Freddy needs a nanny? Do you know that? That's why you're watching YouTube for GTA stuff, because we know things like that. In Chatterbox FM, the GOAT, there's a caller, and he calls back in K-Chat, and he calls back in WCTR, and he's a British man who says he needs a nanny. He's not got any children, but he's been very bad, and Freddy needs a nanny. That's fucking Dan Hauser. Not a lot of people know that, so I'm going to keep it from dropping much further. I feel sick. I didn't know that. McTannen, it's true, friend, brother. It's true. Dan Hauser is all over the first 3 games voice acting. I did look it up. He doesn't voice act after that. That's like the end of his voice acting career. He didn't do any after the 3D universe that I know of. If I'm wrong about that, chat, you call me out. I'm never wrong with being called out, chat. You tell me if I get this shit wrong. I'm supposed to be an authority. Don't let me slip up. I have barely any followers right now. This is the time to call me on my shit. I'm going to end up on a round table with half of the world watching me that likes GTA, and I'm going to put my damn foot in my mouth because my chat didn't call me on my bullshit. So you got to let me know. K-Chat is going B tier for me right now. I might even put it C tier because the pacing is a little bit not at the caliber of WCPR. I feel like it gets slower and the host is a little more less engaging. So I'm going to put her at B for now. I would go C, but I'm going B because of the Dan Hauser call. I love Freddy Needs a Nanny. It's one of my favorites. All right, and then WCTR. Let's wrap up the 3D universe over here. So this is West Coast Talk Radio from San Andreas, not to be confused with WCTR in GTA 5. This is a very different show. This one, you've got Lazlow back from VRock. That's what's very interesting. For one game, Lazlow went to a music station, right? Lazlow hosts Chatterbox FM. Then we go to the 80s, and he's not on the talk radio at all. He's doing VRock, man. And then WCTR, we get him back. It's not bad, but I'm going to be honest with you. As I sit here with you today, as a GTA super fan and as a talk radio enthusiast in GTA. I'm not remembering lots and lots of West Coast Talk Radio from San Andreas. It wasn't on my dial when I was playing that game. I don't know what it is about San Andreas, but it didn't feel like a talk radio game. Maybe it was because of the action packed and the scope of it, but I felt like I needed music when I played that game. So I'm not thinking about all of the WCTR content from the original 3D universe. I'm going to give myself an honest hit here and say, Rob, you need to go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to WCTR from San Andreas. If anybody here remembers something they really like from it, let me know. I mean, I have some random memories, but nothing that's making me go high up. So I'm going to go C tier. I'm going C tier over here for West Coast Talk Radio, unless someone can tell me why it's not. If anyone has any argument. I mean, I love Lazlow, but that doesn't automatically save a radio station. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's move on now. Let's move on to the HD universe, and we'll start obviously with GTA 4. Now, we're not going to start with Integrity 2.0 because if you're a real fan, if you're a real GTA cat, you know it doesn't even become available until you get to Algonquin. In the beginning of the show, you've only got your two options, but let's take a moment and just appreciate that GTA 4 has 3 different talk radio stations that evolve as you play the game. Now, we're going to get to GTA 5 in a second and talk about the whole, you know, you go to the desert and it changes stations. We love this. The regional radio, a really cool idea. But GTA 4 has got 2 full opposing stations that are like the opposite of each other. You've got your West Coast, not West Coast, what's the matter with me? You've got your WKTT, We Know the Truth radio, and you've got your Public Liberty radio. So you basically got your conservative Glenn Beck style thing, and then you've got your NPR ripoff here. And PLR, let's go with that first. Really great. PLR is great. Unfortunately for PLR, and this is where it takes 2 hits for me, PLR is too short, okay? It should be longer, and there's the one segment, again, I was mentioning the hippy dippy lady. There's a hippy dippy lady in PLR who comes in and does a whole seance thing. Kills the vibe for me. It's not that it's not funny, the witch lady, it's not that it's not funny, don't get me wrong. Christian, the Jew in the chat, this is my kind of tier list. You know, Christian, I thought of you when I was doing this. You guys might know Christian. I don't know. He's been on the television a few times. Christian, I don't know if you want me to shout you out at all, but he's been on the TV in one of those programs, and he knows his GTA talk radio. He knows his GTA, and it has not actually been published yet. However, Christian did do a call for Vinewood Public Access, not a call, an ad, sorry. That is one of my favorites that we've recorded for the North Yankton, No Hankin' Pankin conference, which we'll be publishing soon. It's really fucking good. So Christian, glad to have you, man. Let's keep going here. So we're talking about PLR. I was saying it's too short, but it's fucking good. Bill Hader, the great Bill Hader, is on PLR back in the day when no one knew who Bill Hader was. One of the great things about GTA is they always had a good nose for talent, and there's a lot of people in these games that weren't that famous when they did their characters, and they went on to be fucking huge because Rockstar knows talent. So PLR is great. I'm going to go B tier. I'm going to go B tier with it. It's really good, but it's too short. It's too fucking short. WKTT is so good. Let's just start with the fact that it belongs in this neighborhood, okay? We're gonna talk about the fact that it belongs in this neighborhood. For now, this is what we're doing with this. WKTT, We Know the Truth, really set the groundwork for what would be Blaine County Talk Radio. It's the conservative Glenn Beck. Who else was popular back in that time that was a really big conservative host? I feel like it was Glenn Beck, and Alex Jones was almost becoming a thing. And then there was the one other guy, Rush Limbaugh, right? Rush Limbaugh. So these shows are directly inspired by those American conservative radio talk shows. Tucker Carlson, a little bit. This was back in like Tucker Carlson Crossfire. Okay, so he was still on like doing he wasn't a solo. Tucker wasn't his only guy yet. Tucker Carlson is the guy who would be in GTA 6, like that they would be making fun of, because he's a little bit after that. So WKTT, I'm going to give it, man, it's hard not to just, it's got to go S tier, man. And let me tell you why. The diversity, there's several programs on it. The Richard Bastian Show is one of the greatest pieces of satire ever. And someone recently, Billy O'Reilly, that's true, absolutely, Bill O'Reilly, like the Lazlow being a forgotten guy joke. Yeah, I'm going to get to that in a second. Chronic Jerker on PLR, that one was good. Yeah, this is all great. The thing that makes WKTT so great is the density of it, and also Jason Sudeikis. A lot of people don't realize Ted Lasso is like one of the main hosts on WKTT. Have you put that together yet? Go back and listen to Richard Bastian. Listen to all of WKTT. It stands up to this day, and it doesn't even sound like satire anymore. The jokes they were making then sound like just shit the president says now, which is bananas. Okay. So we're gonna go S tier. Man, I put WKTT above Chatterbox. Ugh, that's a crazy thing I didn't expect to happen. Good to keep in mind though. I bet my dog barks. She's having a little tantrum over there. Okay, let's go Integrity 2.0. This is fascinating because Integrity 2.0 is obviously Lazlow's return. He's coming back. Here comes my little dog. Get out of here, you little dog. He comes back into the HD universe, and it is absolute chaos. He's running around on the street doing it, which makes it such an interesting show. Like, it is him literally, you can hear the traffic noise. He's running around yelling at hot dog vendors and shit like this. So I'm going to go with Integrity 2.0. I'm going to go... It's so good, but it's so wacky, and the pacing is really odd. I'm going to go B tier. I'm going to go B tier Integrity 2.0. Does anybody think it's A tier? I don't know if it belongs any higher than that. Let's check this chat out a little bit. Just or unjust, right? For real, can't wait till GTA 6 comes out because of how they parody the real US at this point. I can't imagine. I can't imagine what they're going to do with that. I'm going B tier Integrity 2.0. I love it, and it is kind of groundbreaking in the way that they did it. Oh, man. It's really hard to... I don't know, but I don't know. I'm going B tier for now. I'm torn on that. I'm like here. I'm here with this. Okay, let's go HD Universe, folks. We're going to wrap this up. It's not going to be a super long live stream today. I just wanted to kind of work this out with you folks. Please drop your thoughts in the chat. And if you're just joining us, if you've never been here before, welcome to Vinewood Public Access. We do some cool stuff here. Okay, let's talk WCTR first, because it is the one that comes up first. It's the one you can actually hear. You don't hear Blaine County Talk Radio until a little bit later. Let's talk about it. Here's where I'm going to start it out, and let me tell you why. WCTR is a great station when it's not Chakra Attack. I know a lot of people like Chakra Attack, okay? I know that. Oh, this is drifting. I know that it's popular. I don't like it. Chakra Attack is like a joke that didn't get edited down. It's too much screaming. It's just him screaming, man. There's literally the whole section that comes up, and I know you know what I'm talking about, where he's like, woo, Native American, woo, and he's just like scream, and it's so much. I can't handle it. It doesn't, it's over the top. I'm not feeling it. At the same time, Annie Lederman is one of my favorite comedians and an absolute genius performer. So I'm stuck. I'm stuck with WCTR. I want to put it higher up. And also, I'm not going to lie, I didn't love Lazlow in GTA 5. I think they went way too hard on making him like an embarrassing, sad piece of shit. And as iconic as the missions are, where you like chase him down and tattoo a dick on his face, and that's like it, that is funny. I liked the first Lazlow. I liked Lazlow in Chatterbox. Like, I just liked him smug on top of things. His devolving into a total embarrassing piece of shit is not my favorite development in the characters of Grand Theft Auto. So WCTR is part of that. He's really lame on that show. And that's the point. You know, that's the joke, is that he's a washed up loser. But I don't love that joke. That's not my favorite joke. All right, so I'm gonna go with that, and then here, let's go. Blaine County Talk Radio is the last one. Blaine County Radio is fucking S tier, dude. It's S tier. There's no conversation about this. It's S tier. It's Danny McBride. Danny McBride went to the same college as I did. We both went to the North Carolina School of the Arts, and what a hero of mine. I love that. Pineapple Express is one of my favorite movies of all time. Danny McBride and his whole crew with the Righteous Gemstones and all of those shows, Vice Principals and Eastbound, amazing. And Blaine County Talk Radio is like it was written for him. I don't know if it was actually written for Danny or how much he got to write on it. I don't know a lot about that process, but I have worked with and talked to people who have made things with Danny McBride. And Blaine County Talk Radio plays like Rockstar and Danny McBride got together and made it. And it's fucking genius. At every turn, what's his name? Dwayne Earl or whatever. That character is pinnacle. It's peak Danny McBride doing his thing. If there's a single host that comes back, since we know Lazlow's not coming back, if there's a single host that comes back on the radio, man, I'll take him. I'll take him. That's just what it is. Alum with Danny McBride. That's wild. That's true. I was in the drama school and he was in the film school, and we're a few years apart, but so we weren't there at the same time. But yeah, him and David Gordon Green and Jody Hill, and they all went to my school. This is it. I mean, the only thing left to do, obviously, is to drag this right the fuck up here, you know, where it belongs. That's obvious, right? We go ahead and do that. Problem solved. Vinewood Public Access at the top. Vice City is made for Fernando Martinez. I love the Fernando Martinez development. Let's throw that on there. For those of you who haven't tracked from GTA 3 into VCPR, man, Fernando Martinez is the shit. What a great character. And I love that he actually is slept on because he's in GTA 5 too on the radio. He's on WCTR as well. And is incredible. A great, great character. Fernando Martinez is one of my favorite radio-only personalities across the whole thing. His interview segment in GTA 3 on Chatterbox, where Lazlow slowly figures out that he's just a pimp that helps people cheat on their wives. Gold. Comedy gold. All right, everybody. This was pretty successful. I feel pretty good about this. Thoughts? Any arrangements? Does anybody have any major objections to this list? I think we have a pretty good thing going. I mean, they're all ABCD, or I'm sorry, they're all SABC because they're all amazing. It would be interesting if you were to make this list and also include the TV shows. That would be an interesting thing to rank them among the TV shows, because some of the TV shows, like the Fame or Shame finals, is pretty great, but there's also some other stuff that's not as watchable, if I'm being honest. Okay, I am gonna wrap up the stream with one topic.